pencil in hand, take note. This is the kind of stuff that goes on that blank page. That blank page in your textbook, this is the kind of stuff you pencil in there. Well, what I just did, I was cutting that seat, so I thought, I didn't do no measuring, just I thought it was getting about almost big enough. So I put some felt pen stuff on that seat, and I put the valve down in there and turned it a couple of times. And when I looked here on the seat, I can see a shiny place a little smaller than halfway of that seat. Keeping that in mind, the shiny place is about halfway. Then I came over here, and with the light reflection on that seat yonder that I just cut, going around through yonder. Okay, now right there, no, right here on this seat here, in person here in the shop, with no, I mean, it's for sure. Right here is about the center of that shiny arc right there. Right here. Okay, it's at the top. It's at the top of the seat. Okay, and this mark on this valve head is a little bit below center line. So, and I want that to be towards the upper half. So this seat needs to be cut bigger, larger. Not very much. And you could do the math if you want to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut it the amount that I think would be bigger, because you've got such a large variance from being too little or too much. Most of the time it'll be too little, because the amount of cutting, it don't cut very much, but occasionally, according to what kind of head you're working on, steel, if it's been hot, or just the characteristics of the metal, sometimes you can take a lot of metal off, too much even, with these Neway cutters, because they're that good. Just a few. I feel like I'm borderline. You know what? I would almost wager $1 on that. But I can see immediately that this seat is too wide. Going by the factory seat over there, this one here is like 1/3 larger than that one over there. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut the other angle on the top. I don't know, it could use some cleanup on the bottom, so I think I'm going to do that. Without even checking the size of the hole, I'm going to. You will have to be deciding this on your own there in your shop. The same kind of decisions I'm having to make right here. So, according to how many heads you have to work with and the angle you are trying to achieve, see, I want a very large taper on the top. See, that's a 60 degree down here and a 15 degree up there. Now, I like that 15 degree. Let's see. I don't know. I've got a 31. I'm gonna go with that 15 on top up here. And the little cutters are set wide enough to where I can make a few rounds, not very many, just a few rounds to taper off the top of that seat. Okay, now at this point we have a 2-angle valve seat, a 2-angle valve seat. Okay, when you make a cut like that, if you use the light to your advantage and rotate around yonder, watching that light come around through there to see what you just took away, the different colors and the textures. Oh, I like that. whatever that is, I'm gonna keep. That's good, but still a little wide. So I want to clean up the bottom half of that hole down in there. So I think I'll go with that 60 degrees on the bottom. That's 60, 15, and 46. Now this with that long skinny taper, it's only going to take the metal off of the inside of the hole, coming out this way. The principle of eating an ice cream cone from the bottom, you know, the hole keeps getting bigger. Okay, just a few turns right there. Oh yeah, that's a good one right there. I can see that already, that's a good one. And I felt it when I was cutting. And I've got some oil. I got some seat cutting oil for cast iron over, but I'm not going to get it out. That's plenty good enough. It's about a 1/16 of an inch wide seat. Now, to tell me how it fits the valve, then I'm going to do this again with that height. It's black felt pen, layout die, whatever you want to use. Just get it on there. To be used once. The valve, blow it, and bring this down here, put that down there, and turn it a couple of times. Hold a little pressure on it there where that we will make a. And I did. You probably didn't notice me, but I did wipe the old. I turned it in my hand like that to wipe that old seat off. So okay, I still see the line it's really good, but it's pretty much the same place, but it's wider. So actually, see what I didn't do now. Keep this. It's a math thing. But what I didn't do, I've not done anything to the seat itself from when I tried it before. So now at this point, I can enlarge the seat again with the 46 degree. Now it won't take but a few turns here, or light turns, because I don't want to take very much more off, because it's good enough now. This is just kind of moving the seat up. Probably this one and the size before will probably be both in spec. You know, one at the small end of the graph and one at the high end. Okay, a few extra light turns without ever turning the cutter backwards should have produced a larger hole and a clean one. And I will wash this up some point later. Now we made that get bigger, so this is not repetitious. Repetitious is where you do the same thing over and over and over and over. Okay, this right here, every time you cut some metal out of there and you do it again, then you're doing something totally different. It's not the same. You're doing something different every operation of this. And just clean that valve face off and look at it. Okay, I see a line down this way. So keep that in mind, that there is one on there. Okay, it looks really good out here. Got plenty size over here, plenty over there. Looks real good. Okay, I'm sure you can't see that on account of reflections, but that's pretty much dead center. So let's look at, and I can readily see that dead center is the top. It's shiny on the top yonder. So all the way around. So that means that the seat from that shiny line is the top of this. So the seat's way down there. So this is going to have to be even bigger. And it goes on. Just keep going till it fits. Just a couple of more. I think that'll be sufficient. 46 degrees. Dust it off a little bit. Y'all see it? That's a nice seat. Put some of that there black ink there on the face of that valve. We'll put her down in there. See where that the seat is going to ride onto the valve, where the valve is going to sit in that seat. Put that there, pull the valve to me and turn it a couple of times, twisting it backwards and forwards. Okay, let's get him out of there, see what we got. Okay, that's a nice one right there. That ring, the outside of that ring right there, it's about, that's more than a 1/16. It's not hardly a 1/8, and it's more than a 1/16. It's that number in between yonder. That's the width of that seat there. In relationship to the center of the valve, it is on the larger size of center. A little bit of just a little dab of lacquer thinner right there, clean that valve right up. It's a brand new one. Come from Hit&Miss Enterprises. Advertises there on Harry's old engine website. Nice valve. We're finished pretty much with this. This one has already been lapped. No, it hasn't. No. So we'll lap both of these in and see what it looks like at that point. Time for a break. Enough head work for one day. Point out there are a couple of differences. This right here is the spark plug model with the kerosene carburetor. That head. And this head right here is the one for the gasoline mixer. Kerosene mixer goes there. Gasoline mixer goes there. The difference is the water port and the side there. But that's enough head work for today, and we'll get back to that tomorrow.